Imagine being raised by someone the world thinks is too rough, too quiet, too unqualified to be a parent. And then, one day, you stand in front of a judge and say something that changes everything. This is not just a foster story. This is a courtroom plot twist with a steelworker and a little girl who refused to stay silent. Arthur "Big Artie" Sullivan looked like a walking warning sign, hands like iron, face carved by years of welding, sparks, and silence. A man built for skyscrapers, not bedtime stories. Then Chloe arrived, 10 years old, quiet, broken by a system that treated her like luggage with feelings. 4 foster homes in 2 years, returned every time. When she stood on Artie's porch with a trash bag of clothes, he didn't give a speech. He said, "I don't talk much." She whispered, "Me neither." And somehow, that was enough. But here's the first twist. Artie didn't try to fix her. He just showed up. When he fixed engines, he gave her tools. When he watched hockey, he shared popcorn. And when Chloe's classmates laughed at her messy hair, Artie went to a beauty store. Picture it. A giant steelworker staring at conditioners like they're nuclear equations. He bought detangling spray, a brush, and went home to YouTube University. 4 hours of braid tutorials. Practiced on curtains, burned dinner, ignored sleep. Next morning, a perfect braid. Chloe touched it like it was magic. Artie shrugged. "It'll hold." And that's where everything started to change. 3 years later, Chloe was thriving. Top student, confident, safe. Artie learned boy bands. Chloe learned engines. They didn't just live together, they built each other. Then came the adoption hearing. A wealthy aunt appeared out of nowhere. Perfect house, perfect family, perfect paperwork. On paper, she won. In reality, she barely knew Chloe's favorite color. The judge looked at Artie and asked the question that shattered him. Can you really give a teenage girl what she needs? Artie had no answer. And then Chloe stood up. Here's the moment everything flipped. She asked Artie to stand. "Look at his hands," she told the judge. Those scarred hands that built skyscrapers. Hands that looked scary to strangers. Then she turned around. Her hair? A flawless waterfall braid. "He did this at 5 a.m., Chloe said. "He has arthritis. His hands hurt. But he never stops until it's perfect." Pause. Because that's not about hair, that's about love. "My aunt didn't call me for 3 years, she continued. She didn't send a card, but Artie learned how to braid. He learned how to buy training bras without dying inside. He learned how to make thunder less scary. Then the line that ended the case. She might be my mother on paper, but he is my home." Silence. The judge looked at Artie, at the braid, at the girl who wasn't begging, she was choosing. Gavel slammed. Adoption granted. Artie cried like a man who had held the world on his shoulders for too long. Chloe hugged him like a daughter who finally knew she was safe. Today, Artie still builds skyscrapers. But on his helmet, there's a pink sticker that says, "Girl Dad," and he wears it like a medal. Because sometimes, the strongest parents aren't the ones with perfect lives. They're the ones who simply refuse to leave. If this story hit you in the chest, share it. If you believe love isn't defined by biology, drop a comment. And if you want more stories where ordinary people do extraordinary things, you already know what to do.